don't expect the president to run a party or to try to fix a problem of an opposition party simply because he wants to prove to Nigerians that he believes in opposition democracy. They have to do, but I'm sure that the Nigerian people are very clear. Bwala Tinubu is the saddle, and all of them, in my view, are patiently following the president as he guides us through this reform process so we can go to a point where Nigeria will work for everybody, not Nigerian working for some people. And over the last 18 months, the Nigerian people can see the visible, touchable, feelable effect of this policy. One is that before President Bwala Tinubu took the office, know that it was reported that over 19 or 20-something states of the Federation were bankrupt and insolvent, could not pay salary. By the president's policy of removal of subsidy, it has generated increased revenue. Now states are not talking about insolvency or bankruptcy. Now we are asking the states to do us a favor and deliver on the promise they made to the state by ensuring that there is economic equality, by ensuring that we deal with poverty, by ensuring that we ramp up agriculture. Of course, you must know also that before President Bwala Tinubu took the oath of office, in other aspects of the economy, Nigeria was practically doing nothing. The foreign reserve was depleted with speed, like the speed of light. Right now, we have in the foreign reserve on the excess of $40 billion. And this is a savings even while we are paying the debt and clearing the forest backlog. At the same time, even seeking to invest on critical aspect of the economy, which is infrastructure. You look at healthcare, human capital development, agriculture, and everybody will see it. On recent time, I've been asked by various television stations as to the fact that they agree there is the progress in the administration, but that the progress is not moving the needle. And I told them, the whole essence of economy is limited resources, unlimited ones, and prioritization of your goal so you can achieve. Only in infrastructure, it was reported by economic experts that if Nigeria must match the level that it is expected as a third world country, we must invest $10 billion annually only in infrastructure. President Bwala Tinubu is dealing with a budget that is only a little above 10, if I'm not mistaken, on all areas. So everybody is seeing what he's doing, and he refused to be distracted into mundane things of political party that are not existent at the moment.
But that's also the issue, because when it comes to, I quoted Atiku Abubakar talking about the need for a healthy exchange of ideas and the need to hold this government accountable. Don't you consider it dismissive or dismissive if you say, don't listen to them, what they're saying doesn't matter? Isn't that the whole essence of democracy, to get the full side of the story? I mean, the different sides to it.
No, we are actually waiting. We are already on our ideas. What is the idea of the All Progressive Congress, and what is the idea of the president? The idea of the president is reflected in his policies. Anytime we'll intervene in the media on all areas that we find the opportunity, we talk about ideas, issues of the economy. So if you want to come and meet us, talk about economy. Don't be talking about personality and insult. We talk about growth process, and we talk about indices of growth. We talk about dealing with insecurity, because we believe if you deal with that, you'll be able to have our people to go to farms, our people will go to farms, and we will have increased production of agricultural produce. We even went as far as communicating to Nigerians that President Bwala Tinubu knew before people started talking about agriculture in the climate change and in the G20. He started focusing on agriculture way before that. And this recent visit he made to the G20, they built on what was agreed at the climate change. And what was the focus? Dealing with hunger, poverty, and climate change. And these are areas that the President Bwala Tinubu had foreseen and has begun working in that. Look at the effort we are putting in agriculture. These are issues. These are ideas. So if you have a contrary view and you believe that what we are doing is not effective or is not producing the desired result, come and talk to us on those ideas and provide alternatives to say that if we were in government, this is how we would have done that. So when we say we remove subsidy, tell us what you would have done differently. I don't want to be calling conjecture. And very funnily, the media too in Nigeria, very sadly, also don't promote the discussion of ideas. whatever comes out of Facebook or Twitter on social media, which most often than not is fake news and disinformation, the mainstream media or legacy media run with it. So if you want to promote ideas, whenever people come with mundane and irrelevant conversation, ask them to talk to us on those policies that we are running on and tell us what they would have done differently. And then we will bring up political theory and economic theory to tell them why we're doing what we're doing.
It isn't fair to, put all of the mainstream media together and say the entirety of what we do is go to air with what we see online. That is absolutely not true. My channel, for instance, has... just a minute. My channel, for instance, has reporter in all of the 36 states of the country. We don't rely on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram to get the news. But I want us to speak to the issues because that's most important. And that's why we're having this conversation.
No, but permit me, you have raised the point. Permit me to react. That's the most decent way to deal with issues. I have never used and I've never mentioned a media platform. Why is the media very sensitive? Anytime you use a general term, so if you say Nigerians are hungry, are all Nigerians hungry?
You said mainstream and traditional media gets their information online. You just mentioned that now, and that's what I was reacting to.
That's a generic term.
That's what I'm saying, that it's not fair to put the entire media under the same umbrella. But I'd like us to move ahead, Dr. Bwala, so that we don't waste time on this. This is not why we are here in the real sense of it. I want us to speak to the issues. The reality right now is that how this administration is faring, or how it thinks it's faring, is sharply